introduced with an absolutely amazing lead-in from the music. We have what could have been one of the best final levels in the Sonic series. Unfortunately, it embodies pretty much all the problems with Sonic Advance. So, first things first, when you enter the level proper, the timer goes from counting up to counting down from 5 minutes. As a note, in Sonic Advance you can actually play with the 10-minute timer from the classic games, or you can turn it off if you want. However, whether it's on or off has no bearing on Egg Rocket. It's counting down no matter what, because we are on a rocket that is blasting off to space. We're not going to want to be on this part of the rocket when this has to detach. So, of course, I think it should be obvious. Aesthetics of the stage, fantastic. Just the backdrop of, you know, the sky at sunset, it's just a great orange, and the level itself constantly rising just gives it such a cool feel. And I don't even mind the time limit that much. It can be a problem, but usually because, you know, the rest of the stage decided to be an ass. In general, the things I said earlier about Angel Island are even worse here, so traps that you won't see coming because they're off-screen, those are bad. Jumps that are just very... they're just bad jumps. They will make you nervous. You will probably miss them. Those are here too. Enemies you're not going to see coming. And just in general, rude platforming. Like, Egg Rocket's got it all, unfortunately. Which sucks because it's so good to look at and listen to. The song is amazing. Like, again, the lead-up, really good. It sets such a good mood for the stage. And speaking of setting a good mood, we had 3 minutes left, but once you get to a certain point in the stage, yeah, it'll just detach automatically. And now we have another 5 minutes to get to the next portion of the stage. And don't worry, anytime a part of the rocket breaks off, that counts as a checkpoint. Which is good, because there aren't really checkpoints otherwise. You might not have noticed, but trust me, there aren't many checkpoints, it's just the parts of the stage that fall off. But anyway, as I was saying before being rudely interrupted by the rocket detaching, physics at work, I'll tell ya. It really is a shame, though, because I love Death Egg, just as a final level, and, you know, I wouldn't mind any other Sonic stage usurping it, but, like, very few other Sonic's final stages are as good as Death Egg, and Egg Rocket comes so close. Also, dang, cool move right there, me. Dang. Good one, you did good. But yeah, just Egg Rocket comes so close because it looks cool. This is such a good concept for a stage. But like, even though I know what I'm doing, this stage is a pain. Like, I've got a lot of this stage pretty well memorized, but then you have sections like that. That jump is completely blind, and not only that, it might not be frame perfect, but you have to be very accurate on that jump there. If you don't hit that spring correctly, you will just hit the spikes. You need to be just as far to the left as possible. No, you gotta be sort of... God, I can't even describe the jump. It's like, you just have to take it as high as you can. I don't know. Like, legitimately looking at it, I cannot tell you how I did that jump. It's all muscle memory. I can tell you, I did this part of the level over and over again until I got that right the first time. And let me tell you, that's not easy. Anyway, we're on the third and final section of Egg Rocket Act 1, and God, the background just keeps getting better. Seriously, we went from that cool-looking sky to cool-looking space. And, you know, now we just get to boost through part of the stage. You know, that little bit's a gimme. This little bit as well is a gimme. But it looks cool, and it feels cool, in a stage that's already hurrying you along. Like, this is such a good, speedy stage in concept, but in practice, they're just too too many asshole decisions. Oh yeah, and there's anti-grav. We're on the ceiling now, woo. But yeah, look at all this blind mess. I do get invincibility, that's good, so I can just kind of treat this like nothing. Which is good. Past me, I'm sure, loved the opportunity to just treat a section of this stage as nothing. Now, there's one more jump that's, you know, just kind of a dick move. Not as bad as the other one, like... Of course, as usual, I made it look easy because I got it my first go, but I feel like that's just one part of this level that anybody who's played the game will go, oh yeah, that jump sucks. That one does too, that one's a bit blind. I don't think that's what I was thinking of, though. It's not a very good jump in general. Okay, this one is, again, not as hard as the spike one, but yeah, you have to spin dash up the wall and jump off of it in a way that the game never really asked you to do before and will never ask you to do again, and it just feels really weird and awkward. And that's going to be a time waster right before the end of the stage. And Tails is trying desperately to get into the rocket. Keeps failing, though. Anyway, now that we're in Cosmic Angel Zone, which is, you know, Egg Rocket Act 2 by a different name, first off, very good remix of this song. The Act 2 version is also very cool and good. Different intro, of course, because we don't need the lead-in, but is just a really cool song for this weird techno area. So anyway, yeah, real quick, you've probably noticed by now that Sonic and Tails are in the same stage. You can't play co-op or anything, and you can't game link the game together, but there is a code that I'm going to put on screen now to just do the classic Sonic and Tails mode in this game. You do it from stage select, basically, so the way you know you have done it is you start at Sonic, I think, you know, the thing I flash up will know better than me, but then you end on Sonic, because once you actually press start, then, you know, you're playing the game as Sonic. Tails can't be with anyone else, but part of the code is ending up on Sonic. Should also be noted, of course, that the special stage Spring is in Act 2. Would be kind of a dick to put it in Act 1, wouldn't it? Alright, so this is the final special stage. Here's the one that actually pulls out all the stops. There's not going to be any stops here whatsoever. Thus far, it doesn't seem too bad, but if I remember correctly, you really can't afford to miss any rings in this segment. Oh yeah, and this, combined with the depth perception. Okay, so you can miss some rings because I did. Just absolutely awful. Missed basically all those rings. And yeah, right there, you have to center yourself and do a trick at the same time. Well, not at the same time, you'll get hit, but you have to do them in very close proximity, and I don't think you need me to tell you that that is very hard to pull off. And yeah, now I gotta get 200 rings. Oh, I think I remember this one. This one's another one where the depth perception is rude, and they want you to do that again. I'm not doing a trick to get those rings, though. Can't make me. Can't fucking make me do it. You can't. Anyway, there's the final continue chow. We've saved them all from falling infinitely through a pipe. Hooray. We're great. Good going, us. Alright, now they're just mines to the side. Like, it's so easy to just accidentally crash into those. And oh, I'm completely misremembering. I thought there was a section where there were just a bunch of loose rings just kind of scattered about and not many mines. So, you know, it'd be easy, or be difficult to pick up rings, but no danger of mines. But I'm thinking of another Sonic game special stage, I know. I don't know which one it could be, but, like, I can kind of recall something like that, so I'm pretty sure it's in one of them. Anyway, though, the rest of Cosmic Angel, which doesn't really resemble Angel Island, but, you know, whatever. Whatever, Eggman, it's fine. Just call it whatever you want. It is a cool final name, I will say that. Cosmic Angel is very strong. So this time at least there's no time limit, unless you've imposed it on yourself through the options menu. Again, you can give yourself the 10-minute limit, but if you didn't do that, then don't worry, there isn't another segment of Rocket that's going to get detached from this. We can kind of just run through this one at our leisure. So, it has less of a cool gimmick, but I'm pretty sure most people would just be relieved to not have to deal with the stress of a time limit on top of a bad level. But this level does still have a lot of dick moves, including this boss, so Eggman here is... oh, this is my least favorite boss in this game. You have to flip him over, which can be difficult. These orbs can be very finicky. Also, it looks like you have a decent amount of room to move around and avoid projectiles. You don't. And given their slow-moving nature, they work very well for when Eggman decides to speed up his movement, which I'm pretty sure he does after this hit. There we go. Okay, so yeah, once he starts moving fast, then... oh god, this boss just gets awful at this point. Also, good thing to note, if you get hit, pick up your rings as they fall, because this is not a solid object to rings. If you lose your rings in that fight, you've got nothing to work with. But enough about that. Next time on Sonic Advance, it's the finale. No, seriously though, that boss is awful. That's another thing that I make look easy because I just redo it until I can get it in what seems my first go, but like, god, that boss is so awful! It's the worst! You've got like 3 hits at most. God.